came in like a thief, and you stole the crown. Your lies keep piling up, and we watch them weigh you down. The fair agree that you stole, they run the whole fucking show. But we are not afraid, and we will not let go. The bigots rise, and you fan the flames. You build an empire of fear and pain. You're hand in hand with the billionaire scum, selling out this country while you play dumb. Burn it all down! Tear the walls apart! We will not bow! We will not lose heart! We will put an end to the hate! We will put an end to your lies! We will stand side by side! And we will rise! You think these cages are built for the poor and for the weak, for the families torn apart while you laugh and tweet? Look at the puppets dance to the corporate sound, but we are still here and we will stand our ground! There's blood on your hands! We have seen the truth erased! You put the profits first! Instead of the people you've displaced! History is watching, and it won't soon forget. It may not be you this time, but you can soon be next. Burn it all down, tear the walls apart. We will not bow, we will not lose heart. We will put an end to the hate. We will put an end to your lies. We will stand side by side, and we will rise! Burn it all down! Tear it all apart! Burn it all down! Tear it all apart! Burn it all down! Tear it all apart! Lies on the screen from the deadline machine! Burn it all down! They killed the American dream! Go blame an escalator! A tower built on decay! Smiling like a tyrant while the world fades away! Fear and hate is the name of your game! Divide the people and shift all the blame! The truth is dead! You sold them for fame! History won't forget your name! Fake empire! Built on greed! Fascist clown! Watch it bleed! Break the chains! Fight the fire! Dethrone the king! Take it higher! Brackets and cases! You have got blood on your hands! Worship the dollar while you ignore our demands! We storm the gates! Our rage is fueled by your lies! We will sit back and watch as your empire crumbles and dies! Fear and hate is the name of your game! Divide the people and shift all the blame! The truth is dead, you sold it for fame! History won't forget! Nay, nay! Fake empire! Built on greed! Fascist clown! Watch it bleed! Break the chains! Fight the fire! Dethrone the king! Take it higher! You build walls! We break them down! You spread lies! We burn this town! You breathe fear! We fight back! Big empire going down. No more kings for the crown. Justice call. Hear the sound. Rise up now and stand your ground. All out. Promises right. Promises right. On a gilded stage, dividing the people, fueling the rage. Walls built high, but compassion's low. Truth buried deep beneath the show. No more lies, no more deceit. We will bow down, we will retreat. Voices loud, we stand as one. The fight's not over, it's just begun. It's just begun. Families torn at the borderline. Justice denied, time after time. Prophet's soul on the planet burns. When will we learn? When will we learn? No more lies, no more deceit. We will bow down, we will retreat. Voices loud, we stand as one. The fight's not over. It's just begun! It's just begun! It's just begun! Resist the power and break the chain! Rise above all this hate and this pain! Together we're strong, we won't divide. In our unity we will find our pride. The fight's not over. It's just begun. The fight's not over. It's just begun. The fight's not over! It's just begun! The fight's not over! It's just begun! The fight's not over! Whispers turn to battle cries. The truth is dead, been fed to lies. They sell us lies in the name of peace. While justice rots beneath the leash, they write the laws just to serve the few. We bleed beneath the red, white, and blue, but freedom's fire still burns inside, where truth and treason often collide. So raise your voice and raise your fist. We are the storm that they can't dismiss. No more kings and no more crowns. We are the ones who will burn it down. The tree of liberty must feed on the patriots who dare to bleed. The tyrants tremble when freedom rings. We are the roots and we will bring the thunder rolling through the land. With fire in our hearts and blood on our hands. No peace without the will to fight. No dawn without the rebel night. The ballot's a joke and the court's offline. And American justice lags a decade behind. So strike the drum and light the flame. Each beating soul will rise again. The people's wrath is a sacred flood The soil drenched in the martyr's blood. So raise your voice and raise your fist. We are the storm that they can't dismiss. No more kings and no more crowns. We are the ones who will burn it down. The tree of liberty must feed on the patriots who dare to bleed. The tyrants tremble when freedom rings. We are the roots and we will bring the thunder rolling through the land. With fire in our hearts and blood on our hands. Not for glory, not for gold, but for the stories that were never told. For every voice that they tried to drown, we will plant the flag and hold our ground. So raise your voice and raise your fist. We are the storm that they can't resist. No more kings and no more crowns. We are the ones who will burn it down. The tree of liberty must grow with the blood that only the brave know. And if we should fall, then we fall as one beneath the rising vibrant sun. The tyrants will fall and the people will rise, because freedom never truly dies. They build their towers in the sky, hoarding wealth while the workers die. Billionaires with blood-stained hands, trampling lives to expand their brand. They say they earned it, they say it's fair, but they only take while we despair. Their pockets are fat and their hearts are cold. Working ourselves to death makes them more bold. But now the time has come for the people to rise up. We will never bow, we will never kneel. We see our lives and we know the deal. You hoard the wealth, you crush the poor. We're coming for you, you capitalist whore. This land is your land, this land is my land. We will fight side by side and hand in hand. The system is rigged, it's all just a game. The rich pull the strings, the poor take the blame. Wealth hoarders live in mansions, the people live in chains. The billionaires don't care, they cash it on our pay. Luxury is a cage that's been built on the back of the common workers that they keep under attack. But we the people, we've had it rough. Their empire is fragile, we've had enough. And now the time has come for the people to rise up. We will never bow, we will never kneel. We see our lives and we know the deal. You hoard the wealth, you crush the poor. We're coming for you, you oligarchs whore. This land is your land, this land is my land. We will fight side by side and hand in hand. No more silence, no more living in fear, no more being divided, no more broken man's tears. Don't try to keep us down. You are not our king. In every city and every town, let motherfucking freedom ring. Because the time has come for the people to rise up. We will never bow, we will never kneel. We see your lies and we know the deal. You hoard your wealth, you crush the poor. We're coming for you, you capitalist whore. This land is your land, this land is my land. We will fight side by side and hand in hand. It's better to die standing on your feet than living a lie down on your knees. It's better to die standing on your feet than living a lie down on your knees. We signed up to fight for freedom, not to be the boots on the necks of Americans. You used us, you lied to us, and now we're coming to square the account. Get fucked and die mad about it! Admin 10360, bitch! We wear the scars, we bear the pain. We watched our friends die in blood and flame. You said forget that we fought for liberty, but we came home to fight hypocrisy. You turned a rifle around our peace. You crushed this sin, you unleashed police. You sent us in just to guard your throne. You turned the streets into a combat zone. No one walks alone. Not in this fight, we are the light. Whether it's day or night, no one walks alone. This ain't no game. There is only one true, we are the same. You armored up and sent the troops to beat down kids in protest groups, to guard the banks, protect the suits so that they can't keep us under their boots. You wave the flag like it's a threat, but we remember every single bet that you left to rot, alone and discarded, while CEOs got golden parachute parties. No one walks alone, not in this fight, we are the light. Whether it's day or night, no one walks alone. This ain't no game. There is only one true, we are the same. To every citizen still asleep, wake the fuck up! To my fellow veterans, remember your oath! Our freedom is dying right beneath our eyes! The people in charge tell us nothing but lies. The common people starve while billionaires eat, and we're the ones tossed out in the street. Let's save the rich, let's make them pay their share. Paying their taxes is a burden they can bear. Make billionaires right again! Not in this fight, we are the light. Whether it's day or night, no one walks alone. This ain't no game. There is only one truth. We are the same. No one walks alone. Not in this fight, we are the light. Whether it's day or night, no one walks alone. This ain't no game. There is only one truth. We are the same. No one walks alone. I got something for you. Hang on to your asses. Golden towers, velvet ropes, behind the mask, a vulture chokes, power suits and dirty hands, wag the dog in desert sands, victims screaming into voids while kings play gods with broken toys, airbrush lies on every screen. What the hell does justice mean? Lock room, VIP, predator in a crowd walking free, blood on the floor, hurt tripping chains. How many more gonna scream in vain? You built your throne on broken laws. Now you're scared, you know what you saw. Silence bought with piles of cash. Erase the files, burn the trash. Martial law for damage control. Draft the bar to hide your soul. Wanna light the world on fire just to dodge the electric wire. History is a loaded gun. Tick, 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 you better run. Lock room, VIP, predator in a crowd walking free. Blood on the floor, hurt trooping chains. How many more gonna scream in vain? Your kingdom shakes with every name. You'll kill us all to dodge the blame. This ain't conspiracy, it's confession. Hidden in plain sight, full suppression. You laugh while the system bleeds, but the streets remember what you need. Truth, there's a crime. You just bear the time. When the lights come by and your ass is mine. Locked room, VIP. No more secrets, no more gates. Dragged across your marble floor. Truth is kicking down your door. I said I'm young and believe the vow. Stars and stripes, I wear them now. Trained to fight and trained to lead. Wore the flag like it was all I need. I went to war, that was my goal. Buried brothers filling bullet holes. Did what I had to cause that was the cost. I came home proud but broken and lost. The other party used me and threw me away. Now I see through the games they play. They wrapped their lives in red, white, blue, but the blood on my hands was never for you. It was never for you. They said freedom, they said truth, but fed me hate since I was a youth. Republican dreams, conservative pride, just uniforms for the greed they hide. Where were they when the VA failed? When my friends came home and we all derailed? Where were they when we screamed in pain? Too busy chasing power and gain. All the party used me and threw me away. Now I see through the games they play. You bring support to wave your flags while you turn your backs on body bags. Don't turn your back on the fallen. You say that I betrayed you. I bled for this country. What did you ever do? You cheered for war. Then you ran from the wounded. I see who the traitors really are now! I gave my all, you gave me lies. Soldiers die while your empire thrives. Call me woke, call me lost. You never paid the fucking cost. And the party used me and threw me away. But I won't be silent one more day. I fight again, not for your pride, but for every soul you left behind. The party used me and threw me away. But I won't be silent one more day. Justice ain't red, justice ain't blue. It's the truth, and it's coming for you. Marching down the street with your MAGA flags, being serpents' lies while you're waving that rag, screaming freedom while you chain the weak. It makes me sick every time you speak. Beneath your cross, behind your screen, you sold your soul for a fascist dream. Keyboard warrior that don't know pain, a cultist clown whose leader's insane. You are a king, not a constitution. You crave control, not a revolution. But you lick the boots, you're a rich man's pawn. You say you're free, but your freedom's gone. You're not with us, you're a fucking disease. You live in fear, spend life on your knees. Try to own the limbs, but you just don't regret. You fake your fate, now you choke on the dead. The party of law and order, but you storm the hill. You back the blue except when you're out to kill. You wave a gun in your neighbor's face. Fake ass Pantry, you're a fucking disgrace. History watch while you took your stand. We saw what you did all across this land. American patriots don't kneel to a king. You're a fucking simp sucking that cinnamon ring. You are a king, not a constitution. You crave control, not a revolution. But but you lick the boots. You're a rich man's pawn. You say you're free, but your freedom's gone. You're not with us. You're a fucking disease. You live in fear. Spend life on your knees, trying to hold the limbs, but you just don't regret. You faked your fate, now you choke on the dead. You traded your hood for a MAGA hat. The mark of the beast, you believe in that? You don't believe the words that you shout. You chant just to drown out the doubt. You were born to lose and you still started this game. The fire is coming and we are the flame. We're gonna tear it down, bury it 6 foot deep, and we'll never forget that you're a sheep. You are a king, not a constitution. You break control, not a revolution. But you lick the boots. You're a rich man's pawn. You say you're free, but your freedom's gone. You're not with us. You're a fucking disease. You live in fear. Spend life on your knees, trying to own the limbs, but you just don't regret. You faked your fate, now you choke on the dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 26, 47. 1, 2. He wraps himself in red, white, blue, and lies. Makes NDOs and louder bases boast. He stalks the fire, civil reason dies, and feeds the walls of monkey loyal hoes. He plays the strong and black as foreign ghosts. The sirens feast and tear freedom trust to hell. His throne is built on smoking shit posts. He sold us out to buy a gilded crown. Let liberty, let truth come down. Expose the rapists who tried to drag you down. Let history brand and not with any renown. He sold us out to buy a gilded crown. He scores people who bled for law and land, and praises the mob that stormed the sacred floor. A coward's grin, a scepter in his hand. He chooses chaos, shatters every door. His pledges rot the meaning nevermore. He traded the truth of treason, gained renown, and still he begs for power, blood, and war. He sold us out to buy a gilded crown. Oh, lady liberty, let truth come down. Expose the rapists who tried to drag you down. Let history brand him, not with any renown. He sold us out to buy a gilded crown. He turns his back while tyrannies grow bold. He whispers secrets where the hawk should warn, and all for what? Some towers fake and gold. A name embalmed in scandal, loud and worn. No martyr here, just falling to be mourned. A fraud and silken jester in a gown. The gospel's house for shame we won't adorn. He sold us out to buy a gilded crown. Lady liberty, let truth come down. Expose the rapists who tried to drag you down. Let history brand and not with any renown. He sold us out to buy a gilded crown. Oh, Lady Liberty, we let you down. Oh, Lady Liberty, we let you down. When truth is lost beneath a gilded name, a green parade as patriotic pride, the people's trust becomes a tarnished flame, extinguished where deception dares to strike. This man does not deserve our loyalty, because he thinks that he is royalty. America! Fuck yeah! King praise in 78, 76, so you can stop Our collective dicks are full of lies, built high on fear and spite. Commands with bluster, rage, and crude disdain. What once was up, it's wrong to serve the right. And conscience cries in vain beneath the strain. This man does not deserve our loyalty, because he thinks that he is royalty. America! Fuck yeah! King brains in 7876 so you can suck our collective dicks. No kids! The motherfucker must go! No kids! Straight to jail! No kids! Or we can show him the gates of hell! He mocks the weak, the weary, and the poor. Yet calls it strength to trample those below. The soul of service darkened at its core. What seeds he sowed, we're reaping what we sow. This man does not deserve our loyalty, because he thinks that he is royalty. America! Fuck yeah! King brave since 1776 so you can suck our collective dick. And time will move on and truth frequents its stage. No crown can outlast the people's rightful right. And time will move on and truth reclaims its stage. No crown can outlast the people's rightful rage. Baldo people!
Now it's time for the throw punch!
Oh. Can't hear anything. Sorry. I can't hear you. I'm sorry. Trying to figure this out. Hold on.
Oh, there we go. It would help if I turned my microphone on, wouldn't it? How about now? Can you hear me now? Still nothing? Still nothing. What the f is going on here?
Oh, there you are. I can hear you now.
All right. So you can hear me now.
Yes, I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
All right. Yeah, I can hear you now. Can you see me now? I forgot to hit the button on my microphone.
I can see you now. I see you and I hear you. My eyes can see you.
It sounds like we got a delay or an echo or both. So, what's up, Jessica? How's it going?
What's up? What's up, Big Sarge? Thank you for inviting me on. I'm so excited. I've had some buddies that met up with you in DC a couple months ago, so I've heard
Uh-oh.
nothing but good things.
Oh, all right. Well, then in that case, it's all true.
It's all a lie. It's a big lie. What's going on here?
I'm actually very skinny.
That's about how I am nowadays. When somebody comes up and asks me, "Are you Jessica Miller?" I'm like, "It depends. Are you a Fed?" Because that's really dependent on my answer at this point.
Yeah, right. When I go to Sons of Liberty things, I like to introduce myself as Admin Jen.
They call me Big Sarge.
Okay, so for those of you that don't know who our guest is, tonight's guest is Jessica Miller. She is with Indivisible's Immigrant Food Pantry, Memphis, which is a lot of words. So I'm going to let Jessica tell us about the food pantry.
So the food pantry was, I'm a lead organizer with it. It was born from Indivisible Memphis. We kind of got the gang back together at the beginning of the year and started, doing our own resistance movements and actions, and participated in with all the big days, no kings, hands off, all that. But early on, we got involved with a local organization that did responding to the immigration calls, because Memphis does have a large immigrant and refugee population. And we got involved with responding to those calls and trying to hit it head on and get involved and prevent any harm being done to our neighbors. And it became really apparent early on that these guys weren't messing around, and they were destroying communities, and they were going through on a warpath. And it was a bunch of us that kind of got around, and we were like, there has to be something else we can do. And I'll never forget one of the first times that I witnessed a disappearance, for lack of a better term. One of the protocols is you walk around the neighborhood with a megaphone and you alert the neighborhood that La Migra is present. And I remember standing there and just thinking, what if there's a mom that needs medicine for her sick kid? Or what if there's a family that doesn't have food that the kids need to eat? And that kind of grew into a discussion with our group on what else we could do. And it was like, well, there's a lot of resources out here that, it requires you to have transportation, and it requires you to drive, and it requires 10 different forms of ID and a blood sample. And we thought that we could make it more accessible for these friends of ours. And we wanted to do something to stand in solidarity with them, and let them know that they weren't alone. So the Immigrant Pantry was born. We started out just collecting canned goods and then getting food delivered. We started, I think it was about the third week in July. And from July up until September, the end of September, we averaged about 8.3 deliveries a week is what we were doing to the community. And the moment the Memphis Unsafe Task Force, as I like to call them, arrived, we immediately shot up. That first week that they hit the ground, we made 28 deliveries. So, just quadruple what we were seeing before, or triple. I was never good at math. And it's just been boots on the ground since. It's a sensitive position for us to be in, because we are exposed to an entire community that is terrified to leave their homes. And these are people that 2 months ago were going to work every day, paying their bills, didn't have any concern about what was going on, and just wanted to live their lives and live the dream and raise their family. and now they've literally been paralyzed in their homes, and they needed something to bridge that gap. And we try every day that we wake up to be that gap, or that bridge for that gap.
Wow.
So you guys not only collect it, but you also deliver.
Yes. So we collect it. We've collected food. We collect food at food drives. We collect food. We have a wish list that people can order from and get it shipped directly to us. And then we have pantry bases that are randomly placed around town that prepare boxes of non-perishable food. And then we also, when we have a delivery request, we have, at this point, we have over 100 volunteers that pick up those requests day after day. We always go to the grocery store and provide fresh meat, fresh produce, fresh milk, along with those boxes of non-perishables, and we deliver in a discreet and safe manner to our friends.
Okay. So on your website, indivisibleinvest.org/the Immigrant Pantry, with some hyphens in there, you have a list of things that you need. You have a couple of contact emails. You have Venmo, Cash App, ways for everybody to be able to arrange an item pickup, and you have an Amazon wish list, which means that people on the left are going to be like, "Why are you using Amazon?"
I try to tell people that, the best way to use it is for something like this. I mean, resistance and feeding the immigrants.
Yeah.
What else? What other better way is it?
Use the tools of the tech oligarchy to fight the tech oligarchy.
Fascism. Yeah, exactly. But it is important
to. So
I want to also add in that I didn't mention before that this is 100% been grassroots in Memphis. I mean, this is we're not anything big. We're not some big nonprofit. We don't get grants. We don't get money from corporations or anything like that. This is literally like everyday people sending $5, and that $5 adding up to being able to feed. At this point, we've served over 600 deliveries. We've made 600 deliveries and served over 4,000 people. We recently, over the weekend, had a fundraiser and had so many generous people come out and just open their hearts out, because, that's the other thing that we're fighting here in Memphis is the propaganda that this is welcome, that we want this here, that this is good, that, we get forgotten a lot in mainstream media. And I think that our operation goes to show that this is not what Memphians and the people that have been here their whole lives want for their neighbors.
Right. Do you happen to know Tennessee Brando?
I do. I got to meet him. We did an action in Mason against Core Civic before they opened up the immigration facility. They reopened the immigration facility there. And I was able to meet Tennessee Brando. He's super cool.
Next time you see him, tell him I've been trying to text him and email him for like a whole ass year and a half. So
I'll tell him Big Sarge is putting the APB out on him.
Yeah, it's good that you have a someone who's native to Tennessee that does like that's a pretty modestly big or bigger in social media that could, like an influencer. I hate the word influencer. That can help you out. I think there are a couple of other people out that way too that are part of the removal coalition. Let me reach out to them.
Our local Sons of Liberty has been really great with being involved with the pantry, and anytime that we need muscle or movement or anything, or security assessments or anything like that, they've been really awesome for us.
Outstanding.
Sons of Liberty, Southeast State of Tennessee, getting a shout out from a guest. What?
I love it.
That's who is that? It's not Holler is Kentucky. Who is Tennessee? Fucking.
Y'all come up with.
I know who the region reps are.
Spectre's one of them.
Yeah, Spectre is pretty fucking hard charged. I met Spectre at the September visitation to Congress. Spectre and his wife and some other people.
Spectre's about to get a text from me.
Mm-hmm.
Sup, man, son.
Spectre and his wife are some of my favorites for sure.
I got a quick question. You talking about the people stuck at home, basically paralyzed because of fear, paralyzed out of fear of going outside. In North Carolina, I was reporting on a story that the businesses are shutting down, right? Local businesses are closing down, and even some bigger ones are closing stores or locations because the foot traffic is gone, because workers are gone. What's the economic feedback loop going to be from this, where people are not coming out like they used to, and the numbers aren't being spent? I think we lost
lose
her.
our guests or just the video?
Of course, it's when I talk. I tell you, boy. I can't wait. How you been,
what
man?
You do today? I haven't seen you in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, bro.
You're cutting in there, Doug. So that's Tennessee internet.
She's still here. Okay.
Still
Your camera cut out.
Oh man,
there's not even a thumbnail image. It's just us two.
But I still see her. Still see her image.
Really? I don't. I see
the
thumbnail down in the little lobby area that says that we have somebody logged in, but there's no. But what's weird is it didn't reconfigure the window to put us, like when it's just two people as opposed to three. So there's just like a big.
I see all three of us in the screen, and she's looking right. She's just looking at me like, "What the fuck do you want, bro?" And she's got that. She's got that. I don't give a shit about it.
Really?
Yes.
I don't.
It does call her at the wrong
moment. Weird.
It's so beautiful.
If I hover over it, I see the gray outline. There it is. Oh,
there we go. That's better.
It just disappeared for me.
Yeah, it just disappeared. That means that at least we're on the way back. We're on the mend, rather than just looking at her, looking at me with a shameful gaze. Yeah, I've been gone for weeks, man. Y'all don't be mad at me, please. Life is lifing. I'm trying my best to handle everything that needs to be handled, but you can expect to be hearing more from me, man. I'm not gone and out for the count. I just had to do like 15 different things at once for Closer to the Edge and Political Drain, and trying to make sure that our CRT team is fully stocked. As I've been in and out, I didn't want to fail him, Sarge. I didn't want to fail him, so we're trying to bring up people from the rear, man, to bring up new leadership to help me out, and that's all I've been doing. I see that you guys have been working pretty damn hard yourselves, though. I don't know what's been going on.
I just spent the past 4 fucking days dealing with some asshole from a fake 50501 chapter who came on our Discord and was like, "You guys have a criminal in your midst," and we're like, "Okay, tell me more, but do it from your non-sock puppet account." And they're like, "Oh, you first, ha 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 ha," and I'm like, "Okay, fuck you."
Wow, yeah.
Then, just because somebody that was running that sock puppet account got on our Discord, was like, "We're just letting you know that Sarge banned our New York rep, and so we're going to contact 50501 National, who we're not even part of, so I don't know why that's relevant, but whatever. And I'm like, okay, go ahead. In the meantime, I'm going to beat you to the punch. And I reached out to our 50501 national contacts. I'm like, we have no idea who this person is. And what followed was 4 days of fuckery and investigation and conversation with like 10 people. So if anybody from 50501 is watching, I know I've said some shit in the past when that weird schism happened like a year ago or whatever. Totally redeemed. Absolute professionals. Took care of us, reached out, started figuring shit out, and we're like, all right, we have no idea who these clowns are, and so we're going to officially disavow them. And it wasn't even me. It was 2 people on our staff from the New York area that got doxxed. Like they had like fucking maps and shit of their house, their address, their names. They went and looked up their traffic tickets and shit, and they're like, these guys are criminals. I'm like, you know, fucking traffic is in some states it's an actual misdemeanor, but it's like a misdemeanor because they don't have civil whatever things. But I don't know. It's just, today was the last day that we've had to deal with it. So our guest is back, and I can stop filling air with hot air.
No. Well, I was gonna say that before we knew the extent of it, because I was in on that for a while. You know, we were, that anger started to come up, and the first thing we're thinking about was,
sorry, y'all.
How are we gonna go and take care of these?
Yes. Yeah,
and
there was
things died down, and drill sergeant had to leave the situation.
The Black Cross Rifles and me were like, someone's got to fucking die. It's not even me that they're doing it to, which I expect on a day-to-day basis. It's like 2 of the nicest, sweetest people, and this was going on for 8 months. They had a 38-page manifesto starting in April, at least April.
Yeah.
Could have been more. And it was somebody's personal fucking beef that wasn't even relevant to us. It just happened to be 2 people who were involved with Indivisible. So we got them in the audience and on camera. And it was like, why would you bring this to us? Like, we don't fucking care. I have a criminal record. I possess drug paraphernalia. I got a fucking pot. Not gonna say what I have because it's
I'm smoking right now.
Yeah, I'm smoking right now. Oh,
don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt yourself, sorry.
Anyway, so Immigrant Food Pantry.
Immigrant Food Pantry. I think she's still trying to get her internet together. So we're doing all right. That's that tendency. That's that.
Welcome to the show. Oh no.
This is beautiful. Oh, this is beautiful. I think we've gained.
How about you though? What's going on? What's
laughing? So yeah, I was tapped by Car for Ukraine to help them raise money for their efforts to get. They're trying to get 10 more trucks to turn into ballistic fire, troop transport, and
technicals.
And that too. And there's also one for medical, but I'm not on that. So that whole project and process took a lot of time. Then there was the trying to build this network of people, of fighters, of internet folks, has really taken its toll, man. That the Drill Sergeant Spec Ops team has taken its toll on time and effort. So I kind of just got lost in trying to balance what I was doing with Ukraine stuff, trying to balance what I was doing with Spec Ops, and trying to actually still keep a channel alive with videos and that type of shit. So I was gone, man. I was gone, but I didn't disappear. I was still in the background in the weeds, but that's what's been happening, and I'm quite proud of that work, man. I think we got up to like number one for a little while there as far as how many donations we got people to send in with the knife hand, and yes.
You're a Sons of Liberty admin, and you have access to our Only Social and the Facebook page, which is also linked to Only Social, but I digress. You could put it on blast through Only Social and probably get like 3 more donations.
Well, you know what? Why didn't I fucking think of that myself? I'm separate out here. That's the problem, man.
Because you have a lot of irons in the proverbial fire.
Yeah.
So you can't think of everything. That's why you need a big Sarge to help you out and, think of a couple of things.
That needs to be the first thing I do is like, Big Sarge, how can you help me do this?
I will get on OnlyFans and live stream me in my underwear reading "'Twas the Night Before Christmas Kwanzaa."
I love it. And then and
I will only stop when the donations hit a certain amount. So you make it end quicker,
right?
Donating more.
I love it.
Because I'll let it all hang out. I'll be like, the thing in the yard with the hose where you wind it up. That I'll be like.
Oh, well. Speaking of letting,
I'm talking about my stomach.
Well, speaking of letting it all hang out, and I'm not talking about my stomach. We spoke to. Hey, it's Twig. I think that's what we call. I think that's her full name now. I always call her Twig. Hey, it's Twig. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
All right. And we got a full hour coming on her with pictures, screenshots of the pay pigs who give her money to like get pictures of her feet and hands.
Oh.
Speaking of letting it all hang out, maybe y'all might want to come see us tomorrow on Closer to the Edge podcast. I got a full hour with screenshots. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen on the internet. I don't even know what to say.
I am only going to tacitly acknowledge this exactly one time, and you will never ever hear me mention this again.
Okay.
About 10 years ago, there was an app called Whisper. And it's sort of like Post Secrets. If you know what Post Secrets is, it's a combination of like Post Secrets and Snapchat and Twitter all rolled into one thing. And I got on there, and I had a little silicone foot that I got from Amazon, and I would like paint little toenails on it, and I would post that, and it would have a caption to be like, "Buy my panties."
Oh.
I would send them. They would like message me and be like, "How much?" And I'm like, $30 clean, worn once, $50. I mowed the lawn in them or something. I don't know.
Oh God.
The internet put me back in the most awkward part of this conversation.
Yes, it did. I was waiting. I literally waited. I'm like, when she comes back, guess what we're going to talk about? We're going to talk about boiled okra.
I mean, I'm not beneath selling some feet pics for the pantry, though. I mean,
there you go.
Right?
There we go. That's what
People
the whole
like,
thing was
how
about.
How do you fund Sons of Liberty Entertainment? I'm like, I got a OnlyFans. What do you think?
Here you go. The Immigrant Food Pantry is selling feet pictures. This is all I'm saying is,
I guess we call it the Immigrant Feet Pantry.
Food Pantry. All right, I'm all right. Sorry.
I don't know. Yeah. That sounds a little bit.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, that's probably a little bit too much. I'm gonna have to walk that one back.
Different perspective.
And this is what happened. This is what happened when you left us, Jessica. this is what happens. Like, it's your fault. We were not going here. We were gonna keep it pro and above board, and then you happen to leave.
I mean, when you have to improv, though, you had to
This is
improv,
where
so
we go.
it's okay. You guys are pros. Y'all got this.
It was that, or I was going to start playing the kazoo. So,
so I did have a question, and if I can ask it real quick, I think I was talking about the idea that there are people stuck at home, people who used to work that don't. There's also people who I would suppose used to shop, get that food. In North Carolina, after they basically started war against immigrants and the people themselves out there with this ridiculous task force, there were businesses closing and bigger businesses shutting down locations because foot traffic was gone, because the same people who used to spend the money weren't buying, as well as people who worked there weren't coming to work. And that's going to create an economic feedback loop. I'm wondering what that looks like in Memphis right now with people hunkering down and not leaving.
It's the same thing here. Beale Street, I don't know if either of y'all have ever experienced Beale Street firsthand, but if you haven't, you have to come here and let us take you down Beale Street. But under normal circumstances,
for the first time last year.
Okay, so you know about Beale Street. It's always packed. It's wall to wall people every, most nights, but especially the weekends. And it's a ghost town now. And then especially, the areas that do get the high foot traffic, they're struggling. And I'm not sure, and I don't want to get too much into it because it's not my area of expertise, but I just don't understand the transparency with Memphis as it is with other cities. Our local leaders haven't really done anything except roll over and show their belly to a lot of what's going on here. And I don't get it, because it is hurting a lot of people, a lot of businesses, the city as a whole. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense to me.
So it seems to me like places like Memphis and Chicago are ground zero because they have a lot of people of color and a lot of Black people, especially. And so Black people are very easy to scapegoat as when you say, "Oh my God, it's a horror show. It's like a war zone." People see a few Black faces and go, "Oh, it is," and you don't really have to do anything. Now, my guess is, and you tell me, yeah, it's not there's been some trouble, or maybe there was, or I don't know. But my guess is that they've probably been scapegoating that city in Tennessee for a long time. And so now it's hard to say, wait a minute, don't do this because it's hurting me. Because either you prove to everybody that you've been overrepresenting this challenge because they're Black in order to get votes and to make people feel like they have no choice but to vote for you, or you have to bite your nose off to spite your face. Am I guessing correctly?
Absolutely. I mean, Memphis has been historically an oppressed city. It's a very unique situation because, like you said, it's a minority majority city. And so, this goes back way decades, sanitation strikes, and Martin Luther King, the civil rights museums in our backyard. And it's been happening for so long, and the city is literally starved of resources. And I think that is the hardest part to swallow with all this, is that, our governor pledged $100 million for public safety, but that $100 million could go, and yeah, like you kind of alluded to, we have had a crime problem, but our crime has been trending downward for the last couple of years. I mean, it's been going down before the task force and the guards even got here.
Just like it was in Chicago, just like it is in DC.
Yeah. And, you know, that money that's being spent on the National Guard being here upwards to, we've heard that they're going to be here for a year. That could be spent, you know, in our programs. The education system in Memphis needs resources. They need, you know, our school board, there were children in the immigrant community that weren't being sent to school, and they passed a resolution for more bus routes, but they don't have the money to pay for the buses or the drivers for those routes. So what good does that do? You know, I mean, it's just a misallocation of resources for sure, because, you know, one of the other things is that there was just a study that came out that most of the people in our jails are people that are reoffenders. You know, reentry programs, any kind of, you know, offender resources for when people get out of jail is what needs to have that investment into it to change Memphis, not whatever is going on right here with this overreach. The jail's another thing. I do want to just mention to y'all that I don't know if you're aware, but 201 Poplar is our main jail, and we've had, I think it's 15 deaths this year in 201 Poplar. There's people literally going into jail, being arrested for, you know, pretextual traffic stops because of this task force. And they're going into jail and not even making it to arraignment because of the conditions in the jail.
So I heard of that. And I also heard that, is that the same place where the high school around there is like the number one recruiter? I mean, they send the most people to become the jailers, or the what do they call them? What are the police that are inside the jail called?
The sheriff's bailiffs, yeah.
Bailiffs,
the guards.
Yeah, the guards. So like they're always hiring because people are dying or quitting, and so they put out a system or an incentive for the high school around to, you know, have people, you know, get this degree or get graduated. And for the ones that don't want to go there, they end up going off to a different college and not putting it back in the community, and they're still losing the money. And they haven't seen the correlation is stop jailing people.
Right.
That's the problem you have. It's not that you need more correction officers. There you go.
Exactly.
You need less prisoners and you'd be all right. But anyway.
It's just like when we were talking about being in Mason with Tennessee Brando when they were reopening that ICE facility. The mayor of Mason, the biggest point that he had was that it was going to give the town jobs. Well, if the only jobs that you're creating for your town is low paying, crappy shitty benefit, having jobs at an ICE detention facility, then you're not doing your job as a mayor, it doesn't seem like. So, you know, that's not, just because it gives you jobs doesn't mean that it's what the town needs. Yeah.
That allocation is serious, because I would also bet you that in the same place, and I'm trying to look it up now actually, but I just don't know how to word it. My brain seems to not be working properly. But the same place where you said, yeah, there's been a crime problem that's going down, I would also see if there's a school problem and an education problem.
Absolutely.
It was how much money you put in. When you say, well, we just need more safety, I bet you it'd be a lot safer if you took that same money and said, we just need more schools, more books, higher paying teachers, and maybe a museum that's not just about King. Maybe you'd see that crime rate go down over 10, 15 years, much more than if you gave that millions of dollars to people with badges and guns, or camouflage these days and guns.
Absolutely.
That's what I would say.
Tennessee actually just passed this year the voucher system. And there was a study that just came out last month that said that all of the kids at the schools, in the inner city schools, they're not using the vouchers. It's all the kids at the rich suburb schools that were already going to private school to begin with.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course. That's the point. How many for-profit prisons do you have in Memphis? Are they all for profit, or do you have any state-run?
No, I know that I was just actually a couple of weeks ago, I was in a press conference with Shelby County Mayor Lee Harris, and I know that they are private, but they have an agreement to hold prisoners from the state in the prisons here in Shelby County. And supposedly, now I didn't fact check this, but supposedly the mayor made that claim at that press conference that the state owes the county millions of dollars for those inmates that they've housed for them.
Outstanding.
Yeah,
so yep. That's the there is your tough on crime legislation working at its best, doing everything it can to ensure that it has as many criminals as possible, by giving millions of dollars to the prisons and not the schools.
Exactly. Yeah, and the job opportunities and just keeping people in a cycle of poverty. It's ridiculous. And especially the immigrant community itself. I mean, and we all knew that that's what they were doing when the task force came in, Bondi and Stephen Miller came here and did this big press conference. And, they had started to release the data, but after a couple weeks, the data was showing that most of their arrests were administrative warrant arrests for immigration. And as of the second week in October, we haven't seen that data since then. They took it off their dashboard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah.
To the surprise of
no one, because facts don't matter
unless there are alternative facts. Let's not forget those.
Let's not forget the alternative facts. Well, it's why we can't see the job numbers. That's why we can't see the unemployment numbers. It's why we can't see any of the numbers. They just fired all the people who collect the numbers. The only people who they still have are the people who are telling us that you don't need vaccines, and so they'll stop giving us the outbreak numbers soon as well.
So I guess
just looked at a map.
Mm-hmm.
I went into Google Street View. I typed in 201 Poplar, Memphis, Tennessee, and got a picture of the building. It's a nice looking building.
Oh,
you can't tell it's any kind of jail unless you zoom in real close on the sign that's on the corner there that says whatever Shelby County judicial whatever. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to it. I knew what it said. And I was like, okay, got it. And you look at the building and it's a nice looking. I mean, it's a big brick office looking building, but it's got windows and stuff. So where's the jail part? Did they
outside of it?
The
outside of it's nice, Sarge, but the inside of it, I just heard. I just read an article last week about there was a judge that the judges got together and made a complaint because they weren't getting people into court on time because they were having problems with the lock system. They're literally, this is the same jail that Ozzy Osbourne went to back in when he went to jail in Memphis back in the 80s. They haven't upgraded anything since.
That building is that old? I mean, it looks like a brand new office building. It's go on Google and Google search view, click the little, it's like they put Ozzy in jail there. It must have been brand spanking new when he was there.
I don't know how old it was when he went there, but if you look up Ozzy Osbourne's mugshot from Memphis, Tennessee, he was standing in 201 Poplar the way it is now.
Probably grinning like a fool.
Yeah.
So let's see. We also have 2 more people died in October in 201 Poplar. Hundreds of inmates to be moved out of Poplar in November. That was like yesterday, because it's so horrible. That's pretty effed up. But the one thing I did want to say, Sarge, is it's kind of like where I live. The internet goes down every time the wind blows too hard. Lights are out. There's no infrastructure. Is only thing our taxes seem to be paying for is the absolutely immaculately paved road right to the prison and the well lit direction that goes there. It's always nice and blacktop, real nice paint, and then the prison itself looks immaculate on the outside. And everywhere else is.
I lived where you live, and you probably have the only well-paved road in the entire greater Atlanta or greater metro region.
It is never unpaved. Never unpaved. My man. You know, like I know.
It's the one road you could actually roller skate on.
Yep.
Everything else you'd be like,
I think it was like 2 years ago, they put up literal, it was the night before Christmas light, like the old 1867 lights with that looks like lantern
gas
lights.
Lamps.
They look like gas lamps, but they're just made to look pretty, but they're all the way down for like 5 miles on this one road. So it looks pretty. It's well lit, actually well lit, always paved. And if you turn left or right, you hit a pothole and a hanging electric wire.
You make a turn and immediately you're 6 inches lower because that was that one gets paved every week.
They've been paving
everything else
for weeks. Oh man. All right. So back to feeding the needy here, because
it's crazy out here. But I wish they don't even get good roads to go to the jail. We got potholes everywhere down here. So
so tell me this. And this will be my last call. I'll give it back to you, Sarge. But what is the likelihood like of finding a way to get not just this kind of sneaky help to people who are staying inside? Is there a plan? Is there a way to try to find a way to give these people some way out or fight back these ICE agents? Well, actually, you guys have the whole National Guard there too, don't you?
Yeah,
shit.
Are
they also doing the ICE raids though? Are they using the National Guard to do this, or are they just like ornaments in front of federal buildings?
They're ornaments, but the thing is they're not just in front of federal buildings. They're at the mall. I saw a picture a couple weeks ago of some federal guards watching the duck walk at the Peabody downtown. Like, they're tourists.
Wow.
These motherfuckers are getting paid taxpayer dollars.
Yeah.
And they're at the mall. Are you fucking serious? Nobody goes to the mall to be like, I'm gonna commit super felonies. Or
they're at the mall in between cleaning up, in between garbage detail, Sarge. That's what's happening.
But you know what though? I honestly don't even. I think that if they were actually doing something like cleaning up, though, that might be something that we could give them credit for. But I haven't seen. I see pretty much all the first response alerts go out, and I don't even see them cleaning up trash around here. They're literally parking in front of high traffic shopping areas in halfway decent parts of town, and they're standing there.
The fuck is going on, man? Sarge, go ahead, man. I'm trying my hardest to not. Cause here's the thing. I don't want it to be said that Joe Sargent is out here talking about the National Guard and what they're doing, because many of them don't have none of them have that choice. They have to go there. As far as they're concerned, that's not in a legal order. But goddamn, like what? Tell me, Big Sarge, what do you have to say about this?
I mean, so my gut reaction now is to just call them National Gardeners.
Right.
But it appears that they're not even doing that
Oh,
in Memphis. So
tell
I don't
me-
know how many people out there like ever went on, and they're only deploying for 30 days because if you deploy longer than 30 days, it then becomes like a tour or whatever. So and yet you get paid a lot more.
Yep.
So
And your
you
family
get activated for like 30 days and then they deactivate you and send you home.
your
And
family
then
gets
you
some
wait.
money. You don't get
Yeah.
you start
You
to
get
get
like 1
moving
month
money.
of active pay or whatever. So
Yeah.
not only are they getting the shaft, but like I would have loved, like, so when I was in before 9/11, the big tour that everybody got to do was like JRTC, the Joint Readiness Training Center in fucking Alabama,
Uh-huh.
or the National Training Center out of Fort Irwin. And that's if you didn't go to like Bright Star in Egypt or fucking Intrinsic Action in Kuwait or some other Bosnia Herzegovina, whatever. So like you go to NTC for 30 days just as an example.
Yeah.
So you would get all your shit, throw it on the truck, get on an airplane, fly to NTC, spend a week prepping, then you go out for like 2 weeks of combat exercise and you come back and then you like clean all your shit for a week and then fly back within 30 days. So that was everybody's big deployment if you didn't do the other stuff, like the big stuff. That's basically what this is, except you don't get to have any fun whatsoever. You go out there, you stand around in whatever weather, and people look at you and be like,
and talk
thank
shit.
you for service, bootlegger.
Well, you'll love this one, Sarge. And if you haven't heard of it, I want you to Google it, because a couple of weeks ago there was a report that a National Guard member was at their hotel at night and their weapon discharged into the ceiling.
Oh, yeah. The AD, the accidental discharge. Yeah, I heard about that.
Say it's not so, Sarge.
Oh.
No.
So, in the civilian world, an accidental discharge is just, well, depending on what the scenario is. An accidental discharge, for those who don't know, is where your firearm discharges around inadvertently. Either you had your finger on the trigger, you're like showing off, or you accidentally put your finger in the trigger well, or it got caught on something when you're like pulling it out of the holster to clean it or whatever, or you just negligently discharge. It's also called like an ND, negligent discharge, whatever. In the military, with a live round,
oh my God,
and you're not at the range,
who is this?
That is a big fucking deal. Well, it used to be. I don't know what it is
now.
No.
Every single drill sergeant right now who heard that, they had a sinking feeling in their heart.
I had a fucking blank round go off.
Oh God.
A blank round. Little firecracker pop, like a pop gun sound. I had that go off outside the arms room in the back of the company in like this big, it's like a big concrete bay looking joint, whatever. It wasn't even mine. Like I drew a weapon and I went to clear it, and as soon as I accidentally, so like the armorer hands me the weapon across the counter. He's in like this steel vault,
right,
and it's got a little nursery window in it. So I signed for the weapon that it's not my weapon. Let's just make that clear. I'm supposed to clean this weapon for somebody else. And he hands me the rifle, and as he does, I grab it, and I'm like, I got to sign the paper, so I go to put it down. And as soon as I put it on there, the bolt slammed shut, and there was a blank round in the chamber. And a blank round is literally just like a piece of brass that's been crimped down and it has like little black ink on the tip of it, whatever. It's not even a movie blank. Like it doesn't sound like a real gunshot. It sounds like a
Not an Alec Baldwin blank.
Right.
yeah.
Right. Yikes.
There's no such thing as shotgun blank, but that's a different story for a different day.
Facts.
This thing fucking went off, and it's in like this enclosed concrete area, so it sounds louder than it actually is. If you've ever heard military blanks firing, it's just like the most interesting sound ever. It's not like full bore machine gun, fucking.
What happened was you did not respect that weapon enough. That's what happened, Sarge.
I got yelled at.
That's what happened.
I didn't just get yelled at. Now I'm a fucking sergeant, right? And I got another sergeant in my face yelling at me and be like, "Get down, get on the ground, start pushing." And I'm like, I literally just got this fucking weapon out of the arms room. How about the armorer has to do push-ups, or the dipshit who put it in the fucking arms room?
Both of y'all.
Everybody's
my doing push-ups. Everybody.
I got so much shit.
What's going on out here?
Me, the fucking weapons expert, qualifies expert on every fucking thing. Mark 19, AT4, whatever it was, I shot expert on it. I'm the guy that gets my ass chewed. And I literally just took the weapon and set it down on something coming out of the arms room, blank round that they missed. And that's my fault. That was a blank round. So an accidental discharge with a live round, could you imagine? Oh, there would have been safety briefings 7 times a day. They would have had a 6 a.m. safety briefing, a 7 a.m. safety briefing, all the way. And you would have a safety briefing to go to lunch.
You would be at every one of them in the front.
And every shit duty that ever existed. Yes. All right, we need somebody to go police the porta potties. Hey, negligent discharge, get over here. Doesn't matter what fucking rank you are. You could be a lieutenant, a captain, maybe not the battalion commander, but it doesn't matter. And God forbid that was like some dumb private. That guy's going to be on fucking duty every other day. Oh, it would have been a shark's. Oh my God. I would have loved, I'm salivating. My cock is hard right now. Just thinking about like how much, no offense to anybody in here that is like, grossed out by hard cocks. I'm also grossed out by hard cocks, and I'm like not even heterosexual-ish. So, a negligent. You know what? It's the guard though. They might just be like, I don't know how to. Active duty though, you would have got. That would be it.
Yeah.
You would be duty driver. You would be hands across the police call guy. So, hey, we need somebody to clean out the unit bathrooms. That would be you. Take out everybody's trash.
I'm trying to imagine what the grunt work in Memphis would be. I don't know.
You got to drive us to the mall.
Oh,
yeah. No. You don't get to go watch the ducks.
You don't get to go in. You get to stand in parade rest outside the van for the whole time.
Grunt work in Memphis. I'll tell you what, like all of a sudden, everybody's going to wonder why this hotel has a 24-hour guard duty. That's what would happen.
Everybody fire guard at the hotel.
why is there 24-hour fire guard duty?
And guess what?
You don't get full rack, no duty all weapon. Of it.
No duty weapon though. You get this pink super soaker.
You don't even.
And there's no water in it.
No.
They have you accidentally discharging the water.
Yeah, we don't want you. We don't want you hurting any civilians with this water, Pride.
Can you imagine being the person in the room above them, though?
Now that's the problem.
Was it actually in the hotel room?
Yeah.
She said. I mean, if
I were that hotel owner, I would be like, the damages. You
know they did.
We have to clean the room. It smells like gunpowder now. There could be a hole. I have to replace everything in the room. Oh, I would milk that shit for every fucking penny.
Oh man,
because I'm an asshole.
No. Let me running. Before I do go, I want to know how we can help with this. Before I go, I want to know how we can help with this drive here that you're going on with. Give us this information one more time.
So we as kind of Sarge went down the rundown before. So we're feeding right now. We're doing anywhere from 20 to 30 families a day, 50 to 70 deliveries a week. And we're not stopping. Like the demand hasn't gone down. It's a continuous thing. We pride ourselves that we haven't had to grovel to any big corporation for grants or anything like that. So any $5, $2, $3, whatever, we take our donations on Cash App, Venmo, indivisiblememphis.org, and then at the bottom of the screen there's the direct link to it, but you can go there. There's a link to our Amazon wish list of our most needed items for each week. We update it there. Just any little thing matters to us. Right now we're trying to also include some toys for the kids in the community because they're not going to have much of a Christmas this year, obviously. So, but yeah, if you can give anything, or even if you can just send us some good vibes, don't forget about Memphis. That's the big thing that I want to put out there is don't forget that we're being occupied too, and there's a strong resistance group that's trying to fight back, but we need support from all over to do it. So
talk about that. Fighting back. What is that looking like?
I mean, right now it's doing a lot of tedious work, honestly. The geography of Memphis is so much different than the places like Chicago or DC. You know, our geography is spread out. We're not on top of each other. So, you know, ICE comes in to do a raid at a building. There's not 1,000 people in the block that can come out of their houses to fight back against that. We have dedicated people in the organizations that matter, that are trying to protect the community on the ground. You know, we're trying to meet with our local leaders, trying to talk any kind of sense into them. I went to a luncheon today with the police chief and asked some pretty hard questions. And you could tell by the look on her face that she's not used to being confronted like that. So just being out there and bold with it and just relentless, and just coming together. There's like we were kind of mentioning before, Memphis has a different dynamic. You know, there's a lot of Black-led organizations that's been doing the hard work for decades at this point, you know. And this is I haven't been in the activism space in Memphis as long as a lot of my colleagues and cohorts, but I've heard the feedback that this is the most unity that Memphis has had in this space. There's a coalition, Free the 901. I think it's freethe901.org. They're on Instagram. You know, follow them and keep up with the demands. We're doing a business boycott right now for all the businesses that are trying to profit off of serving the federal agents, and you know, trying to do that and make some room for everybody else to come to the table.
Man, I can assume that not only are you not going to stop, but like I said, that economic loop, that feedback loop, the inevitability of people not going to work or buying things makes it harder and harder for businesses to stay open and things to be available for more people to go to work, to buy things. If we've got a lot to change, but if it doesn't change, things like this will just become more and more necessary. So I implore people out there to help now and help often, because
I just want to point out,
it's just going to be us.
I just want to point out that Memphis is one of the major U.S. cities which is currently under occupation by immigrations and customs. Excellent motherfuckers, whatever fucking ICE stands for. I don't know. So Memphis is a city that is currently occupied by ICE. Memphis is a city with a lot of immigrants and people of color who might even be U.S. born citizens, but are going to get chased down the street by ICE anyway, because ICE is a bunch of racist fucking Gestapo goons. So the mission of Indivisible Memphis, the Immigrant Pantry, is to collect food and or donations through Cash App, Venmo. You guys take PayPal?
We are not on PayPal yet. Need to look into that.
And they have an Amazon wish list. Don't give me no shit. I don't want to fucking hear it. For you to be able to contribute. Do you guys accept, like, can we just drive up with a bag full of canned goods too?
Yeah. If you're local,
Okay.
we have Latino Memphis is a business, another affiliate organization that's doing a lot of work in the same community. They accept donations during their business hours, Monday through Friday. Anybody can drive up and drop off whatever. We do regular pickups there, and it all helps. It really does.
And here's the best part, because I saw a comment in the chat. Yes, they deliver, so that people who are not this shade of white don't have to leave their house and get ambushed by a fucking ICE agent. So this group, this whole enterprise will deliver food to people in need, so that they don't have to walk out of the house and have to explain why they don't have a fucking green card because they were born in America and then get beat up, which is basically the fucking ICE playbook.
And donations too. I just want to mention that anything that's given to us is 100% used on providing essential needs. I mean, there's formula and diapers. One of the very first locations I went to personally to deliver, as I was walking up to the door with boxes, there was a mom that you could hear the baby crying, and I'm a mom myself, so I can tell when it's a cry from being hungry. And when I got there and she opened the door, I was bringing her formula, but she had been feeding her baby sugar water for 2 days because she didn't have anything else, and her husband had been deported or detained for deportation, and she just didn't know what to do. I mean, what do you do in that situation? Do you leave the house and risk not coming back to them, or do you just sit there and try to figure out how to feed them?
Wow. So
if I go to Memphis to volunteer my time at the Immigrant Food Pantry, can I wear my Chinga La Migra shirt?
Absolutely. I wasn't sure if it was kosher to wear tonight, but I have one myself.
What? Yes. Yes. Wear that some bitch. In fact, we're gonna book you for you come back again. This time you'd be like, I got the shirt on.
But also, I do want to also point out, because I don't know, I know that y'all have a lot of viewers, and one of the things that's unique about Memphis is it's not just ICE agents here right now. It's the entire ABC catalog. I was on a call the other day where they were detaining somebody, and there was a freaking IRS agent there that was there trying to make sure that I stayed in line. What? And I asked, it's not, I'm not joking, y'all.
Since when the Proud Boys work for the IRS?
Yeah. Then I asked him, I was like, how long did this guy not file his tax returns that you're here? And he kept giving me some bullshit about, we're trained to assist law enforcement when needed. And that's all. And I said, before now, when have you ever had to go on a call like this? And he just said, we're trained to assist law enforcement when needed. I mean, it's bullshit. But
I did just bootlicker broken record ever.
Yeah.
And I just by attorneys.
And I just wanted to point out that it is 100% in Memphis being utilized, that other agents other than ICE are being used for immigration enforcement here.
Tennessee is right now goddamn ground zero. Not to say that Portland isn't, that it's still going on. It's still going on in Chicago. It is going on in North Carolina, the new raids there. But what I mean by ground zero is right now they're actually planning the racist conference of all the racists that come together to be racist together and circle jerk, and who knows what else. Hopefully there's no big trees around. Is happening right now in Tennessee as well. If you live there and you can come through where she's talking about, how about you guys do a little drive too? Maybe see how many people we can get cans, or see how many people we can bring toys, or see wherever you live, can you help out? Because I don't predict a whole lot of great things coming after that conference either. Everybody just wants to prove themselves. And this is where we live, in the timeline we're living in. Is people are proving themselves. How bad you are, how much of a horrible person you can be, becomes the winner on this side. So maybe how awesome can you and your group be? If you're out there and you're listening to me, how awesome can you and your neighborhood be? How many cans can you raise? And maybe you let us know. Maybe we can. What do you say, Sar? Maybe we can, promote what you've done. You when you show us that you've been able to raise it at your work, or in your neighborhood, or in your safe place, some cans or some toys or some money. Let us know. Let us know, because they're gonna need that help, and I'd like sure as hell to have more of us than there is of them. But
Memphis is
Absolutely.
on the other side of Tennessee from me.
oh, yeah, it's
That's
down.
all.
Yeah, it's down.
And if you're in an occupied city and you don't know that there's neighbors that are in their homes and need help, if you haven't seen them, they're out there. And if anybody, we're always wanting to be helpful to all the communities and all the cities affected. And if anybody wants information, we don't know how the hell we did this. It just happened and we ended up here. So if we can share any of the information about what we did and what we do, go to our website and reach out, because I'm always glad to try to build the blueprint for any other city to build the resistance and mutual aid like we have.
Multiply these efforts. That's the key.
We have resistance groups for all of the major ICE cities right now: New Orleans, Charlotte, Raleigh, Memphis, Portland, Chicago. Sure, we could probably get this up and running, or at least make an effort.
Make an effort. I'll be talking to some folks too, but I know that there's folks out there, man. Anybody who's within earshot of this, let's go. Let's work. Let's do the work.
I appreciate y'all a lot for highlighting this, because it is a very important issue for us.
I'm going to peace out before my son comes down here and starts slapping me around. I don't want that on camera. I have to get to
a removal coalition meeting here in a little bit. I gotta.
Yeah.
the old Vino Collapso.
But thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank y'all for having me. I've really enjoyed it. Come back anytime. Hopefully next year we'll be able to get up on Beale Street and have a couple drinks.
I heard someone playing some guitar on Beale Street. Man.
I'm down to drink in Tennessee. I don't give a fuck.
Man, it was so damn good. Like, I think I got video of it, but she was playing that shit like Jimmy. It was just amazing, bro. Unbelievable. So that music in Tennessee, the music in Memphis is serious. Something serious. So I'm down.
Yeah.
100%.
Open invitation.
Song.
Yeah. No, they had that blues. That was that.
That's that.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
That white snake moan music.
Yeah.
Or black snake moan. Wasn't that the movie? Yeah.
What you been thinking about?
Hey, black out, man. Got that black snake. I mean, it's crazy.
See, now I know it's time for us to log off.
It's time to go.
Time to go.
Yep. Jessica, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Our live stream guest next week is going to be return guest Eljo. Hold on to your panties. Bernard Taylor. And we also have upcoming guests. We have Russell Cleveland, who's part of the Removal Coalition, a veteran who's running for Congress. I believe I'm about to put Gunny Speaks Out.
Ooh.
If you don't know who he is. This sexy bald motherfucker. Marialana Kinter. And still working on Dropkick Murphys again. They haven't answered my email, so now I'm starting to get a fucking complex about it.
Oh no, don't do it. Just make sure that when Bernard Taylor comes, he fucking puts a shirt on this time. Just tell him a little bit longer sleeves would do the trick.
Now, whatever Bernard Taylor wears, I'm gonna wear even less. We gotta balance it out. Like I'm
just going full benefit.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
That's our show for the evening. 2 claps and a rig.
Peace.
Woo!